Hello everyone, in this video I will show you how to calculate FX spot rate for a foreign exchange spot transaction. In order for us to calculate the FX spot rate, it is important for us to understand the base currency and the variable currency. In our given scenario here, we are told that the currency pair is GBP and US dollar. The base currency is always mentioned first in the pair and the variable currency is the second currency in the given pair. For example, if you look at this currency pair, you can see that GBP is mentioned first. Therefore, GBP is the base currency or the fixed currency, and the second currency is US dollar. Therefore, US dollar is a variable currency and it is also known as the term currency. We also need to understand that banks as a market maker, they buy base currency low and banks sell base currency high. In our given example one, we are given GBP and US dollar currency pair, and the bid and offer rate for the base currency is given to us is 1.2545 and 1.2555, and we are told that the corporate is buying the US dollar. What will be the rate for the corporate to buy the US dollar? If you look at the currency pair, US dollar is mentioned second. Therefore, US dollar is a variable currency. Corporate is buying the variable currency. In other words, corporate is selling the base currency. In order to buy US dollar, corporate is selling sterling GBP, and because GBP is a base currency and bank as a market maker buy base currency low. Therefore, the spot rate that we are going to use in our FX spot transaction would be 1.2545, which means that for one sterling we will get 1.2545. This is how we calculate FX spot rate. Now we will look at the second example given to us. In the second example, we are given GBP and euro pair, euro and GBP pair, and the bid and the offer rate given to us for euro and sterling is 0.8345, that is 0.8355. You can see that we are told that corporate is selling the GBP. What will be the rate for the corporate to sell the GBP? If you look in the currency pair, you can see GBP is mentioned second. Therefore, GBP is a variable currency and the corporate is selling the GBP. So if they are selling the GBP, it means that they are buying euro. And if they are buying euro, it means the bank as a market maker is selling euro. And euro is the base currency, and we know that the bank sell base high. Therefore, the rate that we are going to use for the spot transaction is 0.8355. This is how we calculate a spot rate for a FX spot transaction. And you will also like to understand few theoretical thing for you to understand how we are going to calculate these things. So for example, foreign exchange transaction is the exchange of one currency for another one, and forward contract FX contracts are the contract to buy or sell a specified quantity of a foreign currency at an agreed exchange rate for the delivery on a specific date. Exchange rate is the price of one currency in terms of another currency. If you look at the spot transaction, is a FX transaction with trade date or the deal date today and the settlement on the spot day, also known as value date or the maturity date. And the deal date is the date of the deal, which is today, and the value date is the date on which the exchange of the currency will take place, and the spot rate is the exchange rate that is applied to the deal, and spot date is the second working day from the deal date, that is today, and there is one exception for US dollar and CAD Canadian dollar. A spot day in that case is 1 day following the deal date. I hope you understand how we calculate a spot rate for the FX spot transaction. In our next video, we will learn how to calculate forward rate, and then in the next one, we will look at how to calculate the cross rate.